Know when you've done that. Great. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. This is Joe Garcia. It's really an honor and pleasure to introduce you to our host presenter here today. Before I get into that, just recently, I hope most of you know this, but recently NHT Global was ranked #1 fastest growing publicly traded company by Fortune magazine for 2006 worldwide, not the US, not in Canada, not North America, not Europe, not Asia, but worldwide, not just in the network marketing industry, but all companies in the world. Let's put this in perspective, ladies and gentlemen. In 23 years of me being in this industry, 16 years, going on 16 years here with NHT Global, I've never seen a recruiting tool with this kind of a validation in this industry. It just shows you right now we're at the perfect time, the perfect place. The rest of the world is starting to hear about the success of NHT Global. Not only are we breaking ambassadors every single month, but the financial world, a magazine like Fortune magazine, the #1 business magazine in the world, the #1 business magazine in the world, is recognizing NHT for its success. You know, you can now get them online, these copies. You can go to Amazon.com. I actually sent out a blast this morning with the link. You just type in Amazon September 15th, 2016 issue, and you'll be able to order them. They should be on your newsstands here within the next week. I would recommend that you laminate this. This is an incredible recruiting tool. If someone who needs the validation, the #1 fastest growing publicly traded company in the world. You know, not every day in your life are we able to beat Facebook. Facebook was on 3 on that list. We are #1. Last year we were #2. So, guys, you know, Louise is going to go into some of this, but again, let me reiterate, this is an incredible validation tool. Use it to your advantage. Send it out in social media. You know, when you're sitting down with people, making sure they understand that this is a company going places. This is a company that's already ranked #1. And that's a very special, unique in network marketing. I don't know. I've done a little bit of research, but there hasn't been a network marketing company on the Fortune magazine list here since they started this a number of years ago. And we are ranked #1. So I know, Louise, you're very excited. So let me introduce about this, but let me introduce you, Louise. You know, one of the secrets to my success, to Dan Cattle's success as founding distributors here with NHT Global, is we continue to surround ourselves with people that are smarter than us, that are better than us, that are more talented than us. And this gentleman that I'm going to introduce you to fits into that category. When I first met him about 6-7 months ago, I recognized we needed to get him in to the NHT world. He's not only a pro, but he's an incredible man, incredible father, an incredible husband. And he represents a trio of individuals that represent the Creating Greatness team that have decided, these are a group of professionals that have decided that NHT Global is their home. They've been looking for a home. And Dan and I dream, as you know, from the beginning was to take this business model, NHT Global, to every corner of the world, every village of the world. And over the years, as you know, we're now in 40+ countries. We're in Asia. We're in Europe. We're in Eastern Europe. We're all over North America. And now we're going into, thanks to the Creating Greatness team, NHT Global has made a commitment that we're going into the Latin American market. I believe the Latin American market is just as big, if not bigger, than the Chinese-speaking market globally. And you know how powerful the Chinese-speaking market globally has been here within the NHT Global umbrella. So without further ado, NHT again will be announcing the Mexico launch officially, where we'll have warehousing a Mexico entity, along with a Peru entity and warehousing, and launch officially here in the next couple of months. Without further ado, the gentleman that is heading this process, along with his business partner, Scotty Merker, and Matt Tucciarelli out of the US. Luis is out of Houston, Texas. Luis, if you can just share everybody your background before you get started. I'm looking forward to this. So without further ado, the powerful, the incredible Luis Landeros.
Thank you, Joe, for that great and kind introduction. I'm very humble. I mean, it's for me an honor to be with all of you here today in the call. Estoy muy entusiasmado, muy contento de estar con ustedes el día de hoy. Para mí es un honor. Me contagia ver todo lo que está pasando. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about everything that is happening here today with us. I mean, they say that in business, timing is everything, as in real estate, location. Dicen que por ahí que en el tema de los negocios, el estar en el tiempo y momento correcto lo es todo, así como en las propiedades lo es la ubicación, ¿no? There is a phrase that I love from Bill Gates that says, if you want to be successful in business, see where the world is heading and get there first. Y si quieres ser exitoso en el mundo de los negocios, ve para dónde está dirigiéndose el mundo y llega ahí primero. Es una frase célebre muy importante de Bill Gates. And it doesn't take, I mean, too much to be a genius to see what is happening already in so many countries in the world with NHT, to understand the powerful thing that is coming with us. I've been in business for 25 years. I'm very passionate about this network marketing model. I was able in some point to get, to be able to build networks of over 100,000 people in over 100 countries. But I've learned again and again that it's very important, very, very important that the company, how solid is the company, because I've learned the hard lesson, how important is that you find truly a home and not just a hotel. He estado involucrado en el mundo de los negocios ya por más de 25 años. Me encanta el mundo del emprendimiento. He logrado armar equipos de trabajo de más de 100,000 personas en más de 100 países. Pero bueno, lo que más me entusiasma del network marketing es poder encontrar realmente un hogar, poder realmente construir algo una sola vez y disfrutar de ese ingreso generacional del cual hemos venido platicando por muchos años. One of my dreams for quite some time has been pretty much to build it once, to build a legacy income. And there is no better fit to find that here than NHT. I feel blessed and privileged to be partnered up, doing business with Joe and Dan. For me, are examples of what we truly can accomplish with the right vehicle. And it's amazing, and with the right leadership. Me siento honrado de estar el día de hoy haciendo equipo con gente como Joe García, Dan Caro, personas que realmente han logrado hacer lo que para mí es un sueño. I'm trying to amplify a little bit more what I see coming on the Hispanic Latin community, which I think is big, I think is huge. And I'm going to give you some statistics about it because I'm a big believer of numbers, so we can have a better picture of what we're talking about. Y muy en específico, quiero compartir lo que veo venir en el mundo hispano, el mundo latino, que como dijo Joe García, estamos convencidos de que puede ser uno de los mercados más grandes, inclusive de NHT, potencialmente a lo mejor hasta más grandes que el mercado chino. Y bueno, vamos a empezar. We're going to start sharing some great numbers. And sometimes when we think about the Hispanic markets, we tend to think in countries outside of USA. Let me give you a little bit numbers that can help you understand that there's a huge market already in our own backyard. Quiero compartirles que muchas veces cuando pensamos y hablamos del mercado latino, pudiéramos llegar a pensar nada más fuera de Estados Unidos. Pero quiero compartirles el día de hoy qué tan grande es el mercado latino, empezando por el lado de Estados Unidos. When I saw these numbers, it really got my attention because the Latino community, the Hispanic community in USA, we're talking about that right now, it's over 50 million people. 50 million people. And the purchasing power of that Latin market just in USA we're talking about over $1 trillion. I mean, I think for sure we have to pay attention to something like that. I mean, nomás para que se den una idea, el tamaño del mercado latino que tenemos presente aquí disponible en NHT, tan solo en Estados Unidos es un mercado de más de 50 millones de personas. El potencial y el potencial de consumo de este nicho de mercado supera al trillón, a $1 trillón. Creo que es algo que es digno de tomar en consideración sin lugar a dudas, ¿no? Y bueno, one of the key cities, mainly in proportion to that Hispanic Latin community market, we're talking about Los Angeles, New York, Miami, Chicago, Houston, and Dallas. I mean, I would highly encourage you to have those 6 cities in mind, because there's huge potential just by those 6 cities alone. Les invitaría a que tengan muy presentes 6 ciudades en particular, porque es donde hay la congregación más fuerte del mercado latino, que es Los Ángeles, Nueva York, Miami, Chicago, Houston y Dallas. I mean, I feel privileged, I feel excited because I live in Houston, and so I'm practically in one of the key markets, which I would be more than happy to help you out build a great foundation here. Me entusiasma mucho ver el potencial de estas ciudades, Los Ángeles, Nueva York, Miami, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, que son las ciudades donde hay mayor congregación. Y bueno, me entusiasma mucho saber que, bueno, yo radico en Houston y me encantaría que fuera donde tú estés, ayudarte a crecer. Another thing that I really want to emphasize is, regardless of where you live, I mean, let's act local, but think global. Because you might be thinking, well, I'm in Europe, but how can I benefit from everything that you're describing right now in USA? I mean, right now in the internet era, I mean, you can do it. I mean, there's tons of examples of people that have built organizations all over the world. I mean, I've done it myself, and I don't have anything special. And you can be in Europe, you can be in South America, you can be in Asia, whatever, and you can still capitalize this. Even better, if you are also living here. No quiero, al estar citando estos números del potencial enorme que hay en Estados Unidos, si estás viviendo fuera de Estados Unidos, no quiero hacerte creer o pensar, bueno, pero yo vivo fuera de estos mercados, ¿cómo me puedo beneficiar? Créeme, puedes vivir en Europa, puedes vivir en Asia, donde sea, y te puedes beneficiar de todo esto, porque pues, gracias a la era del internet se rompen fronteras y tú puedes estar en cualquier parte del mundo entero y aún así beneficiarte de todo esto. Well, another thing that really got my attention is the population growth of the Latin Hispanic community. I mean, just see those numbers. I mean, when I saw the projection, I mean, if right now it's already huge, take a look on what is coming. 2000, 13% of the population USA. 1940 was 1%. 2011, 17%. It's projected by 2050, it's going to be 25%. I mean, you think we need to consider that as a target market to help those people? Wow, for sure indeed. We're talking about 127 million people, Hispanic people, that I mean, are key candidates for what we offer. And I'm going to give you some more insights of why it's so important, that part. No más para que te des una idea de qué tan grande viene el mercado potencial latino aquí en Estados Unidos. En el 1940 éramos el 1%, para el 2000 el 13%, para el 2011 el 17%, y para el 2050 se proyecta que la población latina vaya a ser como del 29% de Estados Unidos. Estamos hablando de 127 millones de personas. Wow, impressive for sure. And also, why the Hispanic community, Latin community is so important to be considered as part of our business model. I mean, we are entrepreneur by nature, most of us. I mean, it's in our culture, it's in our way of behaving. I mean, it's very, very well embedded. And what perfect fit for our business model that we have for something like that. Una cosa que hace muy especial nuestra cultura como latinos, ustedes bien lo saben, como latinos nos encanta el mundo del emprendimiento, nos encanta el mundo de la lucha, y eso pues obviamente un modelo como el nuestro pues es un escenario perfecto para lo que hacemos y lo que tenemos, ¿no? Sin lugar a dudas. And another thing that is very important, that Latins and Hispanics, the way we are, we're very social. We're very, very social. I mean, we like the party. We like that to be very well connected with our families, with our relatives and friends. and, and you think something, I mean, a quality like that, you think is interesting with a business model that we have. I mean, you can get one key member of the family, and you have so many people that can get engaged and influenced by that in a close in a culture that is so close in that regards. Wow. Una cosa que nos hace también como un mercado muy ideal es que como cultura somos, ustedes lo saben, somos muy sociales, nos encanta la fiesta, nos encanta, estamos muy conectados con los amigos, con la familia, con los parientes, y eso pues en un modelo como el nuestro, oye, puedes tener una sola persona que hace clic con lo que estamos haciendo, y de ahí cuántas personas en cascada por ese círculo de influencia se pueden ver contagiadas, ¿no? And that's a very key component, because if we really understand what network marketing is network. I mean, work the net of influence of your key people. And when you have a culture that is very social, can you imagine how huge we're talking about? I mean, cuando estamos hablando de network marketing, trabajar el círculo de influencia, es en esencia lo que realmente pide ese tipo de modelos, ¿no? Y por eso, I mean, that's why, I think there's such a great alternative that we have in network marketing for what we're doing. Wow, I mean, our culture is almost like a perfect fit. O sea, nuestra cultura es casi como un escenario perfecto para el modelo de negocios de network marketing por nuestra forma de ser, nuestro espíritu de lucha, el emprendimiento, de ser sociales. O sea, tenemos todos los elementos realmente a nuestro favor. But let me tell you another thing that is also very important. Since our culture as Latinos, as Hispanics, are very, I mean, like to be entrepreneurs, like to dream, like to be thinking big, sometimes that's not so good, to be honest, because we have been influenced many times by companies that are not what they say that they are, companies that, overpromise, underdeliver, or even some companies that are not even real companies that kill many dreams. Muchas veces esa cultura que tenemos como hispanos, que nos encanta la lucha, pensar en grande, los sueños y todo eso, también tiene su arma de dos filos, ¿no? Porque muchas veces hemos sido sujetos a caer en compañías que prometen de más, cumplen de menos, o peor tantito, compañías que realmente pues son ni siquiera opciones reales. And that's a key element. Why that's a key element? Because more people, more Latinos, more Hispanic, and it's not just Latinos, I mean, in general, more people are tired of those companies that leave us at the half of the road. More people, because more people, more Hispanics are searching for a home, not a motel. That's a key component, because, I mean, there's so many people outside there that have tried in the past network marketing without a good success because of this type of companies that do not deliver what they promise. So there's a target market. I mean, there's many people that want the dream, but they want to be sure that if they're going to commit themselves, they might be skeptic a little bit at the beginning, but if they see that we're truly the one, wow, I mean, there's going to be huge amounts of people that are going to say, wow, finally, we have the one. Y algo bien importante, cada vez más como latinos, estamos ya cansados de tantas compañías que hablan bonito, que sueñan y que nos venden el sueño, y de rato ese sueño se convierte en una pesadilla. Entonces tenemos mucha gente allá afuera que puede estar a lo mejor un poquito escéptica porque ya han sido lastimados de lo que han visto pasar, pero ¿sabes qué? Cuando la gente se dé cuenta que realmente lo que tenemos en NHT no es realmente un motel, es un hogar, y más que un hogar, como dice Dan Caro y Joe García, es realmente una residencia, una mansión. And I'm truly convinced, with 25 years experience in the business arena, that what we have here in NHT, I mean, it's not even a house. It's a mansion where we truly can think big, we can truly think, I mean, with no limits. Because, I mean, what worse can happen that deliver all that you want to do? Because I've done it in the past. I mean, it has happened to me in the past. The first time it happened to me with 10,000 people with a company that did not deliver. Then it happened again with another company, 50,000 people. Then it happened again with 100,000 people. I mean, there's a big, very, very big responsibility for us as leaders, because we many people get influenced many times for what we do. So we have to be sure that we're really truly helping people achieve their dream. So that's why at this stage of my life, I don't get convinced just by the good words, words and people, because everybody, if you ask everybody say, oh, we're the greatest, we're the greatest. I do my research. Believe me, I do a very strong research. And that's very, very, very important if we truly want to be sure that if we want to do it again, it has to be the one. And I'm more convinced than ever that with NHT, we have that potential of building truly a legacy income. Una de las cosas que a mí me entusiasma mucho es porque ya me ha dolido en el pasado, que de repente confías en vehículos, que me pasó la primera vez con 10,000 gentes, luego con 50,000, luego con 100,000 gentes, con compañías que nos dejan tirado a la mitad del camino, y hay una gran responsabilidad por la gente que cree en uno, que confía en uno. Digo, no puede ser. O sea, tenemos que ser seguros de que si realmente vamos a hacer algo, sea porque realmente estamos guiándolos en el camino de dirección correcta. Eso es bien importante y es lo que yo estoy convencido de que en NHT realmente tenemos ese hogar y no me dejo persuadir a estas alturas de mi carrera por palabras bonitas, ya estoy muy tropezado. And that's very key component. I have a business degree in business and finance. So I'm a big believer in checking numbers, checking statistics, and and never in my whole life I've seen a company that has such a powerful validation of the financial community. And that's very important because getting the attention of the financial community is not easy because they're very objective. They're very neutral. They don't get excited by seeing an event with people clapping. No. They go to the root. They go to the foundation to see that truly things really are what they say that they are. And they're documented because that's another thing that I learned. There are many times situations where companies, paint some good numbers, which at the end are not real. Believe me, with experience, I tell you that. So, una cosa bien importante es que lo que tenemos aquí en HT, nunca lo he visto en toda mi carrera, una compañía que tiene un respaldo y una validación numérica del mundo financiero, que eso es difícil de encontrar, porque encontrar respaldo de comunidades no documentadas, pues eso está al orden del día, pero en captar la atención de la comunidad financiera, que son tan fríos, tan numéricos a la forma de evaluar, eso sí merece prestarle atención. And when I became aware of this latest issue the latest issue of Fortune, I said, wow, I've never seen something like that. Being just appearing on that 100 list would be a great accomplishment, but being number one, for me, it's like a dream come true. Like a dream come true. Aparecer en la revista Fortune ya sería para mí un sueño hecho realidad. O sea, en la lista de las 100 compañías de más rápido crecimiento del mundo. Pero haber aparecido como la número uno, sometimes when you share people and a business opportunity, you have to ask people to have vision. If you want to talk about visionaries, Joe Garcia and Dan Caro, they're truly visionaries because when they started the company, one product, one country, and that's it, and just a big dream, a big vision. Right now, we don't need to have that big vision. It's so many elements that we have here to see what is happening that instead of vision, we just need to review the information. Because many companies tell you about what they want to accomplish. They talk about the big dream. No, I've already been part of those companies. This company doesn't talk about the one accomplished. They talk about what they have already accomplished. Big difference. Hay algo bien diferente. Muchas compañías nos venden el sueño de lo que quieren lograr y que vamos a ser grandes y vamos a hacer esto y vamos a hacer lo otro. Por favor, hay muchas compañías que te piden visión. Aquí no se ocupa visión. Mira, si hablamos de gentes visionarios fueron Joe García y Dan Caro, que ellos cuando comenzaron tenían un solo producto, un ssolo país y no habían hecho nada. Solo tenían el sueño de lo que quieran lograr. Hoy en día, por favor, ya no se ocupa tanta visión. Con ese nivel de validación y evidencia, tenemos los elementos a nuestro favor. So, and just combine all those elements with what is happening on the company. We're practically preparing the foundation to expand in Mexico and Peru. You know how big those markets are? We're talking about huge potential. Just to give you an idea, the direct selling billion-dollar markets, the 23 top billion-dollar markets, number 7 is Mexico, and number 18 is Peru. We're going to tap in one of those top $20 billion markets with our practically Virgin Markets. O sea, estamos a punto de arrancar en unos mercados, o sea, con un respaldo de esta compañía. Y estamos a punto de arrancar mercados que están en la lista de los más grande crecimiento en este tipo de modelos de negocio, network marketing. México está en el número 7. Perú está en el número 18. O sea, y son mercados vírgenes. Y sabemos que los podemos explotar con este nivel de respaldo atrás. Wow. I mean, what a great opportunity. I mean, we couldn't be asking for a better time. I mean, estamos en un momento de vez privilegiado. Privilegiado. Also, I was seeing the other day one of the top 10 emerging markets, 2012, 2017, the projections. And you know something? Mexico also, once again, is one of those markets, among many other markets. So, I mean, it's almost everything positioned in such a perfect timing. Estaba viendo el otro día justamente una de las estadísticas que de los 10 mercados emergentes más importantes del mundo entero, México está precisamente entre esos mercados. ¡Wow! Increíble, ¿no? And you combine that with a company like we have in NHT that are tapping so many huge markets. I mean, health and lifestyle, health and wellness, beauty. I mean, just health and wellness by itself. They're talking about $1 trillion industry in 2007. And we have products that are leaders in different markets with intellectual property. I mean, we have products. And one of the things that I love is when you have products that really, truly deliver, it makes our job so much easier. Because when you have products that are not that great, I mean, you have to talk too much about it. But I've seen already firsthand that with the product that we have, I already have people in my team that did not have good results in the past working with me for years. And now, finally, I'm having to have great first results. Why? Because the products that we have makes our jobs easier. I mean, that's so important with a Hispanic community that is so willing to do what it takes, but they really want to make it an easy way. Tenemos mercados gigantescos atrás de lo que estamos haciendo, mercados atrás como el mercado de salud y bienestar, belleza, estilo de vida. Tan solo el mercado de salud y bienestar es un mercado valuado, se proyecta para el 2017 en $1 trillón. ¿Sabes de lo que estamos hablando? Y con productos claves que son líderes, algunos de esos productos, o sea, y con productos intelectuales, algunos de ellos inclusive basados con premio Nobel. I mean, some of these products has even science and Nobel Science Prize behind, research behind those. I mean, that's huge. Huge. And also, I mean, just to amplify a little bit more on how big this wellness market, for example, it is, once again, on the top 5 markets of growth, 2011, 2012, Mexico, again, on that market. Among many other countries, obviously, Colombia, South America, many others. So I want to give you some insights of how big is just about to happen. Because all that growth that we've seen so far has been without these markets, without what we're just about to start. So just combine what is coming in the near future. Wow. O sea, todo el crecimiento que vemos y hemos visto a la fecha en NHT ha sido sin estos mercados que apenas vamos a abrir. Veamos el potencial del sector, de cómo ha crecido el sector de salud y bienestar, por ejemplo. México está en el número 5 de los de mayor crecimiento en el mundo entero. O sea, imagínate lo que ha logrado NHT, lo ha logrado sin considerar esos mercados que apenas vamos a abrir. Y ya estamos en el número 1 en crecimiento. I mean, we're already so far in number 1 in growth without all these markets, huge markets that we're just about to open. ¡Wow! O sea, y todo lo que viene, sí, lo que hemos logrado, lo hemos logrado sin esos mercados, increíble, ¿no? Just to give you a little bit better idea of the size of population that we're talking about, USA, virgin market, 50 million Latins in USA alone, 122 million in Mexico, 30 million in Peru. We're talking about 202 million people. Which with our products, since we have products pretty much for everybody, young, mature, woman, man. I mean, we have products for such a wide variety of people. Wow, huge potential market is opening for us. Nomás para que te des cuenta del potencial de lo que estamos hablando. En Estados Unidos tan solo son 50 millones de potencial de mercado latino, 122 en México y 30 millones en Perú. 202 millones de mercado potencial. Y como tenemos productos para todos gustos y colores, hombres, mujeres, niños, adultos, ancianos, o sea, el potencial del mercado is enorme, enorme. And on top of that, we have also already Spain. Spain is 47 million people. And with Spain, it can be the gateway also for us to help us on Europe to expand in that arena. So it's huge. I mean, también tenemos el potencial de mercado tan solo en España, 47 millones, que eso puede ser la puerta de entrada también para el mercado europeo. Tú sabiendo el idioma, pues imagínate lo que se puede lograr. So if we see what is happening, I mean, with the markets that we're just about to open in NHT, Mexico, I mean, and Peru are going to be the gateway to Central America and South America. And if you combine all the numbers and what is coming in the near future, in the coming years, you can see why this has the potential to be huge. And it's already huge, what we were doing already in NHT. But combined with what just about to come, no, lo que tenemos en México, lo que tenemos en Perú, son las puertas de entrada para el mercado de Centroamérica y el mercado de toda la América del Sur. Porque pues, estamos prácticamente abriendo sus mercados. ¿Sabes lo que eso significa? Wow. Let me give you the numbers so you have a better idea of what the Latin market, combining everything that eventually is great because that's the potential of what we're heading towards to. If we combine all the Central America, and Latin America and South America, we're talking about 623 billion people that pretty much are going to be, for the first time, exposed to what NHT is on the next coming years. I mean, you get the picture of how big that can be. I mean, para que te des cuenta, el potencial de mercado que está por aperturarse, el mercado latino, el mercado Centroamérica y Sudamérica, y que está prácticamente virgen de personas que van a escuchar prácticamente por primera vez lo que es NHT. Estamos hablando que sumamos toda la población de ese mercado, son 623 billones de personas. You think there is some potential still coming here? And it's something that I really love. Let me tell you why. Many times when you're doing business research, you have to choose among a company that is rock solid, that everybody knows about it, and you're already the last one on the party. Or, on the other hand, you can be a pioneer, but with a new company, which is a headache. Believe me, I tell you firsthand experience. So one of the great things that we have in NHT is that we do not have to choose. I mean, that's a combination that is very rare to find because you can be a pioneer without the headaches of a pioneer. I mean, that's a combination that doesn't come very easily. I mean, I don't see it such a strong proposition coming in the next, I don't know, decade or something. I mean, it's so rare. I did an evaluation of 23 points of analysis when I was evaluating NHT. So you have a better idea of how big depth, I do my homework right now because I don't do this as a hobby. I mean, for me, it's a life project. So I want to make sure that if I'm going to do it again, this is the one. I don't want to be like other people that they do not do the homework and 2 years from now, they say, oops, once again, it did not work, let's do it again. No, I don't want to do that. O sea, lo que tenemos, ¿sabes lo que significa un potencial de este calibre? 623 billones de personas, donde estoy convencido de que lo que tenemos aquí es un hogar, y sobre todo porque muchas veces tú tienes que escoger entre una compañía sólida, que es, pues sí, muy grande, muy bonita, pero ya todo el mundo la conoce y llegas a estar a la fiesta. O por el otro lado, pues te toca escoger una compañía con ese factor novedad, bonita, nueva, pero que los riesgos están al orden del día. Te lo digo por experiencia. Yo de aquí a los años, yo no quiero estar con mucha gente por no hacer su tarea. Vayan a estar de aquí a 2, 3 años. Volvió a fallar por no haberse hecho nuestra tarea. Y otra vez volvemos a comenzar. Y otra vez sale uno quemándose con la gente. No, aquí lo que podemos lograr es por fin, ¿sí? Ese legado. Que hagamos las cosas una sola vez. Ya le pegamos ahora sí por fin a la buena para tener ese ingreso residual por décadas, ¿sí? Que lo puedes usar tú, tus hijos y tus nietos, ¿por qué no? Y well, I hope I did my homework and give you a little bit more insight of how big this is coming on the Hispanic Latin market. But you might be asking, well, I mean, I already got the picture, even more clear right now. But how can I capitalize that? I might not be, I might not even be able to speak English. Speak Spanish. How can I do it? Tú te podrás decir, bueno, pues sí, ya me queda claro el potencial, pero ¿cómo le hago? A lo mejor no tengo experiencia. ¿Qué herramientas hay para poder crecer y poder capitalizar esta parte del crecimiento? Well, let me give you one tool that we already have in place to help you out. Help you out as a family. Because we are a big believer that we are all one family. It doesn't really matter if it's on the same downline or not downline. We're one big family that we want to, I'm a big believer of promoting the Bundes mentality. We all help each other. We already have webinars being done Monday till Saturday with 4 times a day. 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 7 p.m., 9 p.m. Central Time, Houston, Peru, Mexico time, in presentacionenlinea.com. So we already have webinars happening. You can capitalize from that. You don't need to be an expert. Just invite people for those webinars where they get exposed to about everything that is happening. And after that, you just concentrate on the key questions that they might have. Entonces, tenemos ya entrenamientos, tenemos ya presentaciones que están haciéndose semana con semana de todo lo que está pasando. De esa manera tú te puedes conectar, no importa si en tu comunidad todavía no hay grandes cosas aconteciendo. Estamos haciendo ya webinars de lunes a sábado, 4 horarios, 9 de la mañana, 11 de la mañana, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., hora central, Houston, Perú, México. Tú puedes conectar a la gente al sistema para que se beneficien de todo lo que está pasando. And also, on top of that, I'm a big believer in training. So even if you do not have a great knowledge of the Spanish part, or no have, you might be even needing Google Translator at first, don't worry. We have help on the training part also. All Sundays on the same web address, presentacionenlinea.com, we're doing all Sundays trainings at 9 p.m. Central Time, Houston, Mexico, Peru time. So we have the tool to share the opportunity and the tool to train your people. So we have everything in place. También sabemos la importancia de la capacitación, la importancia de ese tema, y bueno, sabemos ese tema, y por eso todos los domingos estamos haciendo capacitación los domingos a las 9 p.m., hora central, hora Houston, México, Perú, en presentacionenlinea.com. And last but not least, we're a big believer of having a training center that is available 24/7. So we also built a training center in Spanish, pretty much mainly, which you can find, I could say, almost everything that you need or your people need in the Spanish market to be able to build anything. You want to know more about the product, you want to know more about the compensation plan, you want to know more about where we have trainings, tours, and everything. Everything in depth. And we're continually adding more information. And that's available 24/7, divin.org. Entonces, y también sabemos la importancia de tener un centro de entrenamiento disponible 24/7, donde tengas acceso a, si tu gente quiere saber más de los productos, del plan de compensaciones, dónde va a haber eventos, giras, o sea, todo lo que tú quieras saber está disponible 24/7 en divin.org. So, well, I'm very, very, very excited to have been here with you all today. Thank you for your time, and let us be your success Spanish partner on this huge potential market that is coming on board. Without us, it's going to happen. Let's make it happen. So it's with all of us. Thank you for your time and have a great weekend. Muchas gracias por su tiempo. Me dio muchísimo gusto haber estado con ustedes el día de hoy. Y bueno, me encantaría ayudarles a crecer fuertísimo con este mercado latino que se viene con todo, porque estamos convencidos de que con nosotros se va a dar y se está dando. Qué mejor que sea con nosotros. Que la pasen muy bien y gracias por habernos acompañado el día de hoy. Gracias.